What's up everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we are doing my Clocks and Colors collection. Let's hit it. Alright, so you guys probably have seen this by now, but usually I'm always wearing rings or necklaces or something like that. I love to accessorize, and since I found Clocks and Colors, there has been no going back. They have been my #1 go-to store for jewelry or any accessories. They always have some of the best designs, some of the best things, and also some of the best quality. And that's why I love Clocks and Colors, along with the fact that they're a fun brand, they're a cool brand, they don't really abide by any rules, which I actually kind of like. And I love the fact that every single product has its own meaning, has its own reason for being. And I want to go through my pretty extensive collection of Clocks and Colors gear because I'm just a huge fan. So let's go. I am going to preface this by saying that some of these were actually sent to me by Clocks and Colors to do unboxings and stuff like that, but they're not sponsoring this. They have not seen this, and all of the thoughts and opinions are my own. So we're gonna start with this thing. Okay, so this is the Clocks and Colors jewelry box. They actually just re-released this. I got this a while ago, and I got it as a Pete's Pirate Life edition box. And when I saw this, I was instantly hooked. I think I ordered it. I think I set an alarm to make sure I got it, but this is really cool. So check this out. Up top, we have a place where all of your rings can go. And then we have 2 drawers right here. And this is like almost velvet lined, so everything is nice and protected and soft and smooth and lovely. It comes in a really beautiful like mahogany stained wood, which I love. I love this like almost walnut type color. It also came in black. I personally like this more just because I feel like it looks more like a treasure box. I don't know. And what's kind of cool about this is it has a little secret compartment, but you can't see what's in there because, you know, secret. All right, so we're gonna go into the collection of my rings first. So I have a lot of rings, so I'm gonna try to go through this kind of as fast as I possibly can. But we're gonna start with this one. This ring right here is the Peter McKinnon / Clocks and Colors collab. I think this is one of their first or second collabs, but this is the Pete's Pirate Life Fly the Flag ring. And this was actually the first ring that I ever got from Clocks and Colors. I was super stunned by the quality, but also the weight. I mean, this is a hefty ring, and I love this ring. Whenever I wear this ring, I always wear it on my right hand ring finger. So yeah. Up next, we're gonna go with the second ring that I ever got from them, which is this ring. This ring is called Tortuga. This is a beautiful ring. I loved it because 1, I'm a huge Pirates of the Caribbean fan, so every time I hear Tortuga, I'm kind of like, okay, that's pretty awesome. But 2, I also love the fact that it has that compass rose, which I really do love. That compass rose is something that I've always loved to keep in mind because it, you know, it reminds me to stay true to my purpose. So Tortuga, great ring. And I think this is one of their like, I believe this is one of their like staples or like their classic designs, or I don't know, but it's a great ring. All right, and then this next ring is the mom ring, and it literally just says mom, and it has a heart. And I actually got this because as soon as it came out, I knew that I had to have it because it just reminds me of my mom, and it's always a good reminder. I thought it was really cute, but also really cool, kind of like a manly biker way to show your love for your mom. So I love this, and this usually goes on my left index finger, so kind of blank there. But all right, next up we have Voyager. Now this is the classic Peter McKinnon / Clocks and Colors ring. I wanted this ring for the longest time, and I didn't get it at first because it is pricey, but when I thought about getting this ring, I realized what it would mean to me personally. I've watched Peter McKinnon since he kind of started his channel, and I've always loved his content, but I've always loved what he stood for, and he's personally inspired me a lot. I definitely wanted to get this ring almost as a reminder to myself about, you know, all the things that I was inspired to do when I first started filmmaking and photography, and kind of keep me going. Plus, it is probably my most complimented ring. I think the turquoise jewel thing is probably the thing that people see the most, and they're always drawn to it. So it's kind of a really cool statement piece, and this one always goes on my right index finger. All right, next up we have Hold Fast. These two rings are really cool. The reason I got these two rings was not actually because of the nautical term hold fast, but it's kind of like hold fast to the iron rod, in a sense of hold fast to where you come from, hold fast to where you're going, hold fast to that North Star, and, you know, keep heading in that direction. And I think that is a wonderful thing to live by, and, you know, two words that actually mean a lot to me. I will say it also is a nautical reference. You can see on the sides they have, I think that's a sparrow. I'm gonna go with a sparrow because I like Captain Jack Sparrow. And then you have an anchor, which is still really cool. And when I usually wear these, I wear them like this, hold fast, and then they're usually on my left index finger. And when it comes to the rings, I kind of wear them the way that I would see them. So like, for example, this mom ring, I wear it faced me just because I think I'm the one seeing them. So it's just kind of how I wear them. I don't know if that makes a difference, but This next ring is called All Apologies, and I always loved this ring. I just think it's one of the most beautifully designed rings. Now, all of these Clocks and Color rings are 925 silver, which means that they are really high quality, which means they are not gonna leave any green or weird marks on your hands or stuff like that, and they're gonna last the test of time. They have definitely proven so. Also, they are tough and they're kind of heavy, so, you know, if you ever have to, you know, don't do it. It's not good, but you know, you could. Anyways, I love this because one, I just think the rose pattern is absolutely beautiful. I think what it actually is supposed to mean is beauty born from sacrifice. I believe all of these rings have a meaning that Clocks and Colors has associated with them. And I think that they're all really cool. You can check them out in the links below. I'll make sure to link all of these rings and all of the other things below. But I've also taken upon myself, because I love these rings, to make my own meaning. For this, I just love the rose. I think it's kind of like a beautiful way to symbolize all things that roses symbolize. Yeah, it's a fun little pinky ring. All right, so now we get into a couple more fun rings. This ring is called Black Widow. I immediately gravitated toward this ring because of how huge it was. I actually really do like the fact that it's a big chunk of a ring. If you can see in the detail, it has a hourglass with kind of like a Grim Reaper type thing, and then we have two chess pieces on the side. And I believe their meaning on the website says this pretty much symbolizes the time we have left on this earth and how you're gonna make your next move. And I kind of like that. I think it reminds me to make every day special and to not lose track of that, because you never know when it's gonna be your last day, so you might as well make it all count. So I love this ring. This is actually, I think this is the one ring that I have that is not 925 silver. I think this is sterling steel. They do have some of those options on their website, and the sterling steel options are cheaper, but you can definitely feel the difference, mainly because they're sterling steel, not silver, if that makes sense. Still a beautiful ring. I love the detail, and I mean, this is also one of my most complimented rings. And up next we have another chonker. Now I think this is the biggest ring Clocks and Colors makes. This is Death Punch, and this is a collaboration with Clocks and Colors and Travis Barker, which is the drummer from Blink-182. This ring is insane. The moment I saw this ring, I actually saw it in a Peter McKinnon vlog, surprise, where he did the photo shoot with Travis Barker. But I saw this ring and I was like, I'm going to get that, because that's such a wild statement. I mean, look at that thing. It's insane. Actually, you know what? Like, that's a chonker of a ring. So this is a really cool ring. I think this is one of their biggest rings that they sell, and I'm all for it. I was like, heck yes, sign me up, please, add to cart, pay, delivered, opened, yay. This one is just so, honestly, okay, so all the big rings that I have are always the most complimented rings. I think it's because they are such statement pieces, and then they kind of bring everyone's attention to the rings, and then they kind of look and see all the different ones. But this is definitely the one that I've had to take off the most amount of times, because people will always want to hold it. So this is a pretty dope ring. All right, we got 2 more. This is Crossroads. Now, this one was sent to me by Clocks and Colors, and I did an unboxing for them, but I actually really do like this Rode. I believe it has something to do with the folktale of, I don't think it was Jimi Hendrix. No, it wasn't Jimi. It was one of the blues singers who, like, I don't really know. Crossroads comes in, I think, 3 different types. This one is the one with the white agate stone, which I think is also honestly quite beautiful. They have another one that is, I think, black onyx, and then another one that's almost like a brown tigery looking stone. But this is a really cool ring. I find it a really nice, like, accessory ring. This one usually goes on my index finger. I guess it could also go on this finger too. And then the last one, this is also, I think, my most recent one, is the Imperial ring. Now, this one is super cool. First of all, the side, the detail, I mean, the detail on all these rings is absolutely ridiculous, but the side of this has roaring lion, which I love because, you know, I love Harry Potter and I'm a Gryffindor. So also you have that almost North Star-like pendant with the black onyx little jewel in the center. I also believe that that's supposed to represent a shield. I like that because you're talking about people that can, you know, defend themselves but also defend the ones that they love, and I think that's a very powerful message. So Imperial, fun ring, and I usually wear this one on either my ring finger or my left index finger, depending on the mood. And those are all the rings that I have from Clocks and Colors, and you can bet your butt that I will be wanting to get more. I've loved rings, and it wasn't until Clocks and Colors where I truly kind of felt, okay, yeah, this could be actually part of my style. I think another thing too is Clocks and Colors has definitely spoiled me because I do really believe in high quality equals high return. It's kind of like cost per wear. These are investment pieces. They are gonna last you a long time, especially if you take care of them. That's the cool thing, is that technically, I mean, these could be passed down to future generations, so I love that. All right, so up next, we're gonna go to the first drawer in this chest, and that drawer is filled with my necklaces. So let's go through them, shall we? Okay, this is the first one that I got. This is North Star, and I mean, right away, again, this has the compass rose, which I love, you know, North Star, compass rose. Again, following your dreams, following your passions. It reminds me to stay creative, make sure that I don't do anything for the wrong reasons, and to make sure that I always keep my faith, but also my beliefs intact, and I love this. It is a beast of a necklace, and it has a super long chain, which makes it a very nice statement necklace, also one that I love to layer with and wear other necklaces with. All right, next we have, oh crap, I forgot what this is called. Might be called Zen. I might have to check that. But this is a really cool necklace. This is, I believe, the Japanese goddess of creativity. I could be wrong on that, but that's what I believe. The reason why I got this is, one, I love Japanese culture. I think it's really fascinating. I love samurai, I love all that stuff. And then also creativity, art. If you've seen this channel, you know that I'm all about that. I really like this necklace. I thought it was a really cool design. And also I think just, you know, in general, all these necklaces, they are also kind of hefty, so, you know, beware of that, but, you know, they're really nice. These are really sturdy, and also even the clasps have such intricate detail with the skull, and it makes it super easy to take on and off. I personally don't even have to take them off like that. I can just slip them around my neck, which I think is cool. I really like this one. And then last for necklaces, we have Rebirth. And this one is really cool. This one is a kind of like a square jewel with a black onyx stone, and it's symbolic to, you know, rebirth. We all have second chances, or I like to think of it as a phoenix. I love the analogy of a phoenix, you know, rising from the ashes, being reborn from, you know, past mistakes or past situations, and also second chances. Also, I just think this looks really cool. I love this. It's a beautiful, really simple design with, you know, that nice huge black stone, but again, it's, you know, it's a beautiful necklace, and you have to hold these in your hand to really understand why they're so amazing. If you guys have any friends that have any pieces from Clocks and Colors, or if you happen to get one in your hands, hold it, and I guarantee you'll be sold. All right, and now we go to the third drawer, which are other accessories and things, and we're gonna start with bracelets. The first one I have is Labrys. Now, I believe that is a term for the Norse two-headed axe, which is, I mean, if you can see that, that's pretty dope looking axe. And I believe the meaning behind this is, you know, being brave enough to go lead a charge, you know, to be in the front lines of the battle, and, you know, and whatever battle you're facing, whether it's emotional, spiritual, psychological, hopefully not physical, let's not do that. To be a leader, to fight with all the passion you have in your heart, whether it be for your art or what you're working on. Yeah. It's also really cool because this is 925 silver, and then it also has a beautiful genuine leather strap that comes around and it kind of hooks around the axe, which makes it look really pretty. So I love this. Next we have, I believe this is Scorched or something like that. It is a cuff. Now, funny story about this, I actually ordered this cuff in the wrong size, but because it is 925 silver, I was able to kind of stretch it and wiggle it, and now it kind of fits, you know, just like that. But I like this cuff because one, not a lot of people wear cuffs anymore. I think bracelets are really cool accessories, but you know, I think a cuff is definitely something that you don't see that often, as well as the fact that it is in the detail, you know, you see just these flames, and I think that is really cool. It also kind of reminds me of that Phoenix analogy. Also, it looks really cool, so I'm just gonna stick with that. And then last for bracelets, we have Fortified. Now this is a really beautiful bracelet. This symbolizes, you know, the fortress, you know, the walls of the castle, the impenetrable walls, and, you know, being that stronghold. It's in your family, whether it's, you know, in your passions, desires, love life, all that stuff, being safe, being fortified. And I think this is a really beautiful, I think it's a really beautifully designed bracelet. I mean, you can see almost like the shield, the north wall symbols on every single one of these, and then even the clasp is just, the intricacy with the designs is insane. I do love this, and I love the meaning behind it. So this is Fortify. All right, so now we're gonna go on to one more thing that I do wear on almost a regular basis, and that is this. This is their wallet chain, and this is the Sidekick. The reason I got this is truthfully because it looked freaking sick. I just imagined myself wearing this while riding my motorcycle, and personally, I think this is very much my style. I love how it looks. This is a wallet chain. I don't actually have a wallet to put it on, so I just hook it onto the belt loops of my pants. But when I'm wearing a leather jacket and I have all the jewelry and stuff, this kind of, you know, seals the deal, makes it all cool. Actually, there's something I do have that I didn't bring, but I do have some Clocks and Colors bandanas. I usually wear a bandana on my belt loop as well, so with that, it kind of makes me feel a little Jack Sparrow-y, but also like a badass. So yeah, I just think this is beautiful. This is it's a pretty hefty chain, but also, you know, just the detail and everything, it's beautiful. And it's my sidekick for, you know, vroom vroom. All right, so I'm not done yet because I have a couple more things that I have from Clocks and Colors that don't necessarily go on me at all times, but they are either things that I was sent or things that I really love. We're gonna start with this. This is the Long Day Hip Flask. Now, you might be wondering why I have Hip Flask. Honestly, I bought this because I thought it looked really cool and it looks good in photos. That's literally why. But I don't regret it. It's super cool. It comes with this leather sheath almost, and then as you can see on this side it says Clocks and Colors and 0 F's given, which is their motto, and on the other side you have the Clocks and Colors emblem along with the really cool cap design. We have, you know, again, the North Star reference right there, and as well as, you know, almost like these waves. Again, I don't use this. I don't drink out of a Hip Flask. I do use this a lot for photos because it just adds that cool aesthetic. Looks cool. Plus, the last time my mom came to visit me, I took this out of my jacket and drank like water from it, and she like freaked out, so that was kind of funny, but it was a joke. So, I love my mom. See, look, I love my mom. It's on my ring. It's on my finger. It's on my ring, so it has to be true. Okay, again with things that I don't use but have. I have this. This is the Twin Feathers / Julius Sons cigar cutter. This was actually something that Clocks and Colors sent me to do an unboxing for, which I was super honored to do. Of course, I'm gonna say yes when one of your favorite companies asks if you could do something, but it is kind of fun to play with. I will say it is very high quality. I'm not a savant on cigar cutters, so I cannot say for certain how it compares to other ones, but from the reviews that I've read, this thing is pretty dope. And it does come oiled, so it's really smooth. It cuts very well, I'll tell you that. I will say this is really cool and kind of a neat character object, so I like it. Okay, we are almost at the end, and the next thing we have is the Admiral coaster. Now this thing is insane. I love this. This has, you know, these two almost like eagle falcons on the clocks and colors crest, and this is made out of pure, I think pure brass. It is a heavy coaster. It is an insane coaster, and it's definitely a statement piece that I love to keep on my desk because, you know, this is a coaster made for kings. So I feel like whenever you have people over or something like that and you want to kind of, you know, show them who's boss, you put that there and you put your drink on there. So it's pretty cool. I mean, I never thought that I would get a coaster from a jewelry company, but it's freaking sick. So, and it's also it's hefty, it's heavy, so it's nice. And to go with the brass theme, we have this. This is Moving Mountains. This thing is a brass cup. Here's the thing, when I first got this, I took it out of the box and I was like, what the heck? This thing is heavy as crap. This is full on brass. It is heavy, it is chunky, and it is dope. I mean, the design on this is very much water themed. As the name suggests, moving mountains, something that moves mountains is water over long periods of time. And I think that also references, you know, stay hydrated. I will say there's not a lot of volume in this to drink at least water from, but you know, if you are someone that enjoys the occasional, you know, drink, this is a really cool thing to drink out of. Plus, I mean, it is sick. You have all that detail, and even on the bottom you have, you know, the clocks and colors logo. And also this thing is, I could chuck this at someone and it would knock them out. Again, not recommended, but I'm just saying it's insane. Also, it goes pretty well with your Admiral coaster. And then the last thing I have on my list is this beauty. This is the Clocks and Colors Decade Coin. This was released for a decade of Clocks and Colors as their 10-year anniversary. And as a huge fan of the brand, as well as being a member of their heavy metal club, I wanted to get this to celebrate them, to show them that I do care. And you know, this, you know, I do like to collect coins, but this one for me is just a special little something that I like to have. So this is beautiful. I mean, you have, you know, the ship on the front side, again, nautical reference, and then the skull on the back, which is still really cool. Yeah, so Decade Coin. And I believe that is my Clocks and Colors collection. Now, the reason why I'm making this video is not only because I love the brand, it's because I love to express myself. And one of the ways that I've learned to express myself in a very genuine way is the way I dress and the way I come across to people. Often wear all black. I'm often in a leather jacket, and I have rings and a chain and stuff like that. To some people that might seem kind of like, oh, okay, steer away from him. But then they meet me and they see that I'm a total puppy. So it's fun, but I do love the aesthetic. I do love the meaning behind all of these pieces. And that's why I chose to make this video and to share this with you, is because the reason behind all of these things, for me, I like to tell the story. Each one of these things tells a story. When I was first getting my tattoo, you can't see it, but I have a Linkin Park tattoo. I was watching a lot of videos from people who had gotten tattoos and were giving advice to people getting their first tattoo. They were saying all of these tattoos are stories about where we've been, where we've gone to, kind of keepsakes, memories. I think that's really cool, but these are almost like tattoos. I mean, they're ways for me to express myself, ways for people to get to know me without really talking to me, because we all have stories, so you might as well find the best ways to tell them. So with that being said, I hope you guys liked this video. If you guys did, check out Clocks and Colors. They are such an amazing brand. If you guys liked the video, make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, because we're going to be making a ton more videos and doing a lot more things and talking about, you know, the reasons why we do things, the reasons why I collect rings, because that's important for you to know, apparently. I don't know. I hope you guys have a great day. Take it one step at a time, and I'll see you all later.